It's time to mix sci-fi, racquetball, and the classic breakout game as we check out Racket NX today on BMF. Hey Questers, and welcome to another episode of BMF, the unofficial home for all things Oculus Quest. Keep up to date on Quest news, game reviews, and the latest developments by subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell. Racket NX is one of the games I've been looking forward to coming to the Quest. Having released on PC VR almost exactly a year ago on July 17, 2018, it was met with an overall very positive reception. So how does Racket NX make its jump to the Quest, and is it a must-have title? Let's check in and find out.
Go.
Racket NX feels very much like a throwback title at heart. Set in a sci-fi type setting, your goal is to use your racket to bounce a ball and hit targets on the walls of a dome. Now, it sounds boring when you say it that way, but trust me, it's far from that. You stand at the center of the dome on a platform, and because of the freedom you get from the Quest, you're able to spin 360 degrees to hit the ball in any direction. By holding down on the trigger, you activate a tractor beam that pulls the ball back towards you, so you can slam it. If you lightly hit the ball, it'll just bounce off and come back towards you. But the fun comes when you give the ball a good hard hit and it sticks to the wall and rolls along it. Your goal is to hit the digital targets that keep appearing on the walls in rounds, each round harder than the previous one. You also have to watch your energy meter because if it runs out, the game is over. Fortunately, there are plenty of energy boosts to collect in each round to keep you going. As you progress, the levels get harder and you will also have to steer clear of the skull targets as each one takes away some of your energy. Gameplay wise, there are a few different gameplay modes in Racket NX. You can play mission-based levels where your goal is to complete the rounds, which will then allow you to progress to the next harder mission. This is fun, but to me is more about learning the game, although the later levels are insane. There's also a classic arcade mode, which is an endless mode where you play as far as you can to try to get on the leaderboard. This is where I spend a lot of my time because it's just good, endless fun. There's also a Zen mode, which is more relaxing, where you just leisurely hit the ball at the targets with no worry about the energy bar or really anything. It even includes flowers. Lastly, there is an online multiplayer, and there is where I think Racket NX is going to be the most fun. I planned on getting together with another reviewer online to get some multiplayer gameplay in, but had some issues that came up that prevented it. So needless to say, I didn't get the chance to try out multiplayer on the Quest, but if it's anything like its PC VR counterpart, it's going to be a lot of fun. Visually, the game looks really good. The sci-fi elements look great, and the scope and scale of the whole game makes you feel like you're in a giant game of Breakout. The textures and the lighting effects also surprised me, as a lot of games don't utilize a lot of lighting effects on the Quest, but this game not only did it, but looked good doing it. The audio is great in this game. It uses what they call NX spatial audio, and it really immerses you in the game. You can hear exactly where the ball is, even if your back is turned away from it. Add that to the pumping tech-style soundtrack and it's a great game to listen to. If the music isn't your thing though, one awesome feature is that you can load in your own music to play in the game. So whether you like opera or hard rock, you can customize the music playlist. It's super easy, and it's just a matter of creating a new folder named Racket NX in the music folder on your Quest, loading in your MP3s, and then heading into the settings and flipping a switch.
The Quest really takes this game and turns it from a great game to an excellent one. Even though this game played well on PC VR, the limitations when it came to having to worry about the cable really held Racket NX back on the PC. That is no longer the case with the Quest version, and the freedom we get, plus the tracking, works great as well. It feels almost as if this game was developed specifically for the Quest, but happened to be released a year early. So, to answer the question, should you buy Racket NX? I think it's a very fun game that utilizes the Quest and its abilities perfectly, both from a graphical and hardware standpoint. If you're looking for other Oculus Quest games, check out our other reviews here. Also, please help me out by liking and sharing this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for future Oculus Quest content on BMF, the unofficial home for all things Oculus Quest. Happy questing.